So dear students, welcome again all of you. कल के लेक्चर में हमने एनाटॉमी शुरू की, उसमें हमने बताया कि एनाटॉमी पहले क्या होती है, हमने एनाटॉमी को डिफाइन किया। तो उसके बाद हमने मेनली बताया जो एनाटॉमी है डील्स विद स्टडी ऑफ इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर। तो प्लांट में ज़्यादातर टिश्यूज़ हम पढ़ते हैं, तो उसमें मैंने कहा कि टिश्यू क्या होता है। उसके बाद मैंने कहा जो प्लांट है, प्लांट में मेनली देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ टिश्यूज़। देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ टिश्यूज़। वन इज कॉल्ड एज एपिडर्मिस, second is called as ground tissue, third is called as vascular tissue, यानी कि ये तीन टाइप्स ऑफ टिश्यूज होते हैं जो प्लांट्स में पाए जाते हैं। मेनली वन इज कॉल्ड एज एपिडर्मिस। तो एपिडर्मिस जो हमने कल डिटेल में पढ़ा है, तो उसमें मैंने बताया जो एपिडर्मिस है, इट इज आउटर प्रोटेक्टिव कवरिंग, इट गिव्स प्रोटेक्शन, इट कवर्स root, leaf, stem of a plant, or we can say it covers all parts of a plant. तो हमने उसकी स्ट्रक्चर एपिडर्मिस का डिटेल में पढ़ा, उसकी फंक्शंस के बारे में बताया। तो उसके बाद जो सेकंड टाइप ऑफ मेन टिश्यू प्लांट में होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ग्राउंड टिश्यू। आज हमें पढ़ना है ग्राउंड टिश्यू। आज का टॉपिक है दैट इज ग्राउंड टिश्यू। अगर तो याद आए ये रात में अगर इस प्लांट ऑफ मोहनिस, if we cut a transverse section, suppose this is a plant, if we cut transverse section, तो हम इसमें देखेंगे बहुत टाइप्स ऑफ टिश्यूज। तो कल जो मैंने बताया जो आउटर प्रोटेक्टिव कवरिंग है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एपिडर्मिस। तो ये हमने डिटेल में पढ़ा। तो उसके बाद मैंने कहा सेंटर में जो टिश्यू होता है दिस कॉल्ड एज वेस्कुलर टिश्यू। तो टिश्यू बिटवीन एपिडर्मिस एंड दिस वेस्कुलर टिश्यू इंक्लूडिंग पिथ, they may cause this ground tissue, or they constitute ground tissue. And the tissue between this epidermis and vascular tissue, they constitute this ground tissue. And mainly it constitutes number one cortex या hypodermis, हम कहेंगे hypodermis. Hypodermis number one, number two shown cortex, number third even pericycle, number fourth endodermis आता है इसमें। endodermis के बाद जो टिश्यू है वो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज पिथ, मिडिल इस वन। सो दीज आर द टिश्यू व्हिच कम्स अंडर दिस ग्राउंड टिश्यू। अगर हम सारी लाओ इट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट ग्राउंड टिश्यू। तो ये कार्टेक्स कौन हम बनमुत एक्चुअली, यानी एक्चुअली सू पढ़न यानी कार्टेक्स हाइपोडर्मिस पेरिसाइकल अत मज कम टाइप्स ऑफ सेल्स यानी अत मज आज करो डिस्कस या स्टडी। ये ग्राउंड टिश्यू एक्चुअली इट इज मेड अप ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ, द ग्राउंड टिश्यू इज मेड अप ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ टिश्यूज। नंबर वन इज कॉल्ड एज parenchyma. Number one is called as parenchyma. Number two is called as collenchyma. And third is called as sclerenchyma. And in tre tissue जब हम स्पर्ड मतलब पिथ पोड या cortex पोड as hypodermis, endodermis, तिमन में एक्चुअली ये टिश्यू आसन प्रेजेंट कुछ parenchyma आसन, collenchyma आसन, sclerenchyma ये तिमन में प्रेजेंट आसन। तो गॉडनेस अगर निमो फर्स्ट parenchyma cell, they are thin wall cells are here, living cells are these, living cells thin wall तो यमन dense cytoplasm। तो ये parenchyma अगर shows actually parenchyma present, it is present in cortex. The parenchyma is present in cortex. It is present in pericycle. It is present in pith. Yeah, it is present also in xylem and phloem. Timan mazam tissue present आसन। Cortex that is made up of parenchymatous tissue. या अगर पैरासाइक्लिक डिसऑर्डर में जनाब पैरेन्काइमस टिश्यू या पित निमो xylem तक में xylem parenchyma या phloem parenchyma तो ये parenchyma अगर निमो कुछ साथ हम parenchyma chlorophyll present sometimes the parenchyma contains chlorophyll तम साथ at that time is parenchyma is collenchyma it's called as collenchyma and when parenchyma contains chlorophyll at that time it is called as collenchyma तम साथ photosynthesis clear तो कुछ साथ parenchyma current storage of food material for example xylem storage function yeah parenchyma is also present in case of aquatic plants aquatic plants aquatic plants aquatic plant parenchyma magar air spaces in aquatic plants the parenchymatous tissue in aquatic plants the parenchymatous tissue contains air spaces it contains air spaces so parenchyma at that time it is called as parenchyma when parenchyma in aquatic plants contain air spaces at that time it is called as parenchyma I can see this at that time it is called as parenchyma तम साथ प्लांट्स फ्लोट हेकान सिंक दिवान या दोमिन अल्फाजन मज बयानसी एट दैट टाइम इट मेंटेन्स बयानसी तो पत्म कुछ सेकंड टाइप ऑफ टिश्यू दैट इज कॉल्ड एज collenchyma तो collenchyma टिश्यू अत मज स्टार्ट गसान थिकनिंग फॉर एग्जांपल अगर collenchymatous टिश्यू या सेल्स these are cells collenchymatous cells the walls of collenchyma start thickening start and cell wall thin living start thickening cellulose and cellulose deposit pectic substances in collenchyma the walls get deposited in collenchyma the walls get deposited by pectic substances as well as cellulose so it becomes thick so magar thickening is uneven the thickening is uneven and it should uniform the thickening is uneven so yem sathan thick by thick by collenchyma thick ban tam sathan plants at structure banavan number 1 structure banavan structure number 2 at support divan ya mechanical strength for example it is present in leaf to some extent most strong अगर विंड बचुन तम साथ collenchyma present या पीटियोल present वो collenchyma support दिवन mechanical strength दिवन या structure बनाने role play करें number 1 structure number 2 mechanical support तो इधर पर sclerenchyma tissue या further thickening and in sclerenchyma more thickening of cell wall takes place and then suppose this is cell yeah this is tissue this is tissue this cell wall cellulose cellulose you thin and lean path deposition deposition lignin the deposition of lignin takes place after cellulose they go lignin yem satan some deposition of cellulose they get lignin it becomes more strong so you present in some expression seeds in the petty stony cover. The seeds are some seed and petty cover shasm. Oh, that is made up of the sclerenchyma. That is made up of this sclerenchyma. So these are the three types of tissue. These are ground tissues and even further tissues. Present cortex, parenchyma, hypodermis, endodermis, multiple tissue present, they make ground tissue. Clear? So let's see ground tissue as per your NCRT as a neat you need for that on the NCRT. The third tissue is that is called as vascular tissue. Third type of tissue that is called as vascular tissue. The vascular tissue is tissue. This is also called as complex tissue. The vascular tissue is also called as complex tissue. It contains number 1 xylem, number 2 phloem. And a vascular tissue it is also called as complex tissue. Two types of tissue. One is called as xylem and phloem. The xylem and phloem of these function which is they help in conduction of water, minerals and food. And the function of xylem's function water and mineral. So xylem should conduct water and mineral. But phloem should conduct food. There is a given tissue conductive tissue. These are also called as conductive tissue because they help in conduction of water, conduction of minerals, and conduction of food. And the roots must absorption leafus water mineral and leafus photosynthesis plant can baki part conductive tissue. The complex calcium. Complex as tissue it is a group of cells having similar structure and function. That is tissue. But why tissues was different types of cells? When there are different types of cells, tissues different types of cells, times of tissues that is called as complex tissue. Misal ke taur par xylem is xylem xylem 4 types of cells. Tracheids, it contains tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, it contains xylem fiber. Complex tissue. Cells are different but function same. The phloem is phloem tissue. 4 types of cells. Sieve tube elements. Number 1. Number 2, companion cells. Companion cells. Number 3, phloem parenchyma. Number 4 is phloem fiber. 4 types of cells are present. That is why it is called as conductive tissue. Xylem tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fiber. The phloem is sieve tube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fiber. There are different types of tissue, different types of cells in a single tissue. That is why it is called as complex tissue. So usually vascular tissue mainly it contains xylem and phloem. The vascular tissue contains xylem and phloem. Xylem phloem it makes a bundle that is called as vascular bundle. The vascular tissue contains xylem and phloem. So it is called as vascular bundle. It is called as vascular bundle. Xylem, phloem present vascular bundle. The vascular bundle is phloem to xylem is arrangement different in root and stem or monocot and dicots. Xylem to phloem they are arranged alternately. Sometimes xylem and phloem are arranged alternately. Such a type of vascular bundle is called as radial vascular bundle. The MCR is prediction, that's the detail of the diagram. Radial vascular bundle. This is phloem, this is xylem. Phloem, xylem, ready? This is phloem, this is xylem, this is phloem, this is xylem. Alternate arrangement. Here it is xylem, then this phloem, then this xylem, then this phloem. Alternate arrangement is vascular bundle, that is called as radial vascular bundle. Clear? Alternate xylem and phloem is called as radial vascular bundle, arrangement. And vascular bundle in some ways. Monocot, let us take example of monocot. Monocot in variation parallel chasm. Monocot is suppose you have xylem, maybe transverse section of root or shoot, go vascular bundle, maybe phloem, and then xylem. Go lie side by side. Side by side, xylem and phloem side by side. Times is called as conjoint. This is called as conjoint. Xylem, phloem, vascular bundles side by side. Arrange that type of vascular bundle is called as conjoint. Objective. So this type of vascular bundle is called as conjoint vascular bundle. So to monocots, monocot woody secondary growth secondary growth woody secondary growth tissue that is called as cambium. That is called as cambium. Usually cambium absent in monocots. The cambium is absent. And monocots, the cambium is absent. Vascular bundles, cambium is absent. Xylem side by side. Both times this is called as closed conjoint vascular bundle. This is called as closed conjoint vascular bundle. And in monocots, cambium is absent in vascular bundle. So such type of vascular bundle is called as conjoint closed. Closed conjoint. Closed means absence of cambium. Clear? One more dicots. Dicot should be suppose vascular bundle was cambium present. And dicots, cambium is present between xylem and phloem. Cambium is present between xylem and phloem. So this type of vascular bundle is called as conjoint. Conjoint. Cambium which is present is called as open. It is called as open. Neatest object in dicots. The vascular bundle is conjoint, closed, conjoint, open. Open caches cambium present. So cambium is present. So the vascular bundle is called as open vascular bundle. Conjoint open vascular bundle. The vascular bundle is also called as fascicle. It is also called as the vascular bundle is also called as fascicle. The vascular bundle is also called as fascicle. So, yemsatan at fascicle cambium is present. This is xylem, this is phloem. Go vascular bundle fascicle. At cambium present. At is called as at cambium is intrafascicular cambium. You should show an example. The cambium present within the vascular bundle is called as intrafascicular cambium. It's called as intrafascicular cambium. The cambium present between xylem and phloem in the vascular bundle is called as intrafascicular cambium. Once you have condition, suppose it is more TSR2 or TSR7 boys, these are vascular bundles, suppose these are vascular bundles. These are vascular bundles. वो आठ वन में कैम्बियम present आसन ये vascular bundle में आठ वन में कैम्बियम को में vascular bundle is present. This is cambium, this is cambium, this is cambium. So आठ वन is called as intrafascicular cambium. So basic cambium asan present within the vascular bundle. Back asan cambium between the vascular bundles. Between the vascular bundles. You know, this is cambium. This is cambium. Go yemsatan san. This is go yemsatan san. Cambium is present. Cambium. This is cambium between the two vascular bundles. This is cambium between the two vascular bundles. Yet one is within the vascular bundle. That's one intravascular bundle. You should between two vascular bundles. That's one intervascular cambium. You know the cambium. So you put the cambium present between two vascular bundles is called as intervascular cambium. Is called as intervascular cambium. Within the vascular bundle, intravascular cambium. Between the vascular bundles, that is called as intervascular cambium. This cambium should divide. The cambium you should divide. And you should know xylem to phloem bundle. Under xylem bundle, maybe phloem bundle. However, the plant should stem out the cut period of something many fish. Yes, sir. Which means fish also. Actually, the secondary growth is a ring one. Go to your xylem one, touches something called as secondary xylem. Go in something cambium caddy. Each one cambium the xylem is called as secondary xylem. Yet secondary xylem that is called as secondary growth. That is called as secondary plant is growth as a our primary growth and length increase. Second is called as secondary growth. Growth and plant is girth. Thickness increases. Primary growth results increase in length of a plant. Secondary growth results increase in girth of a plant or thickness. Both can patch banana using cambium you should divide under xylem travel, maybe phloem travel, it makes a ring-like structure. Timon growth rings. They are called as growth rings. So you should ask one secondary growth. Well, this is called as vascular tissue. Usually plant and types intervascular cambium, open vascular bundle or more closed vascular bundle. So I think this is section part 3. Thank you.